first of all, my name is CSZD2383 and I'm a student from the Diploma Early Childhood Education program at UNITA College Kuantan. I'm currently in semester 5 and working on an assignment for my entrepreneurship subject. For this task, I've chosen to explore a business related to children art, especially an art class. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for agreeing to be part of this interview. With your permission, I would like to ask you a few questions and record your answer.
Right.
This interview will help me understand more about how a children's art business operates and its impact on child development. Okay.
So hello guys, my name is Joshua and I'm the founder of this art studio, and I've been founding for 2 years for now. My previous field is in art and design.
Okay. May I start the first question?
Yes.
Okay. First, what inspired you to start this art class studio for children?
Yes. Okay, this is a very interesting question because before I start the art class, I was a art designer for games, video and animations. I was working in KL about 3 to 4 years, and then a pandemic happened, COVID, and then everyone had to work from home. So as for me, my hometown is in Kuantan. That's where it begins. I work from home, and some of my friends, my mom's friend, they came about and then they are curious about what I work. So I explained a little bit of my job scope to them, like in Malaysia. Actually, this is very rare, I would say, that people know about in Malaysia. That I work on games and animation movies as such, behind the scene. So I design for like the characters, the creatures, the environments, mostly everything you see on the movies behind the screens. So they are quite curious. So they ask me to like teach their kids on how to further develop themselves from the young age. So starting from there, I start with one student and then slowly became more. So there's more students coming in, slowly accumulate until now. So that's how I inspired to start this art studio.
Okay, thank you, Mr. And next question, what is the typical age range of children who join your class?
Okay, so before that, the average student I'm taking in is mostly the secondary school, which about 10 years old to 17 to 18. But then right now I'm also taking in start from 4 years old to above.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next, what type of art activity are most popular among the kids?
Okay, so for kids around 4 years old to 8 years old, I would say the patong. I'll show you. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll show you. Promoting. So this is quite popular around the kids for 4 years old to actually, or even older kids. They are quite enjoying to do this. Okay, so this is actually plaster top, and then there's hole here and here. This is actually a piggy bank. So yeah, they can paint however they want, because this is white color, right? They can paint whatever design, color, however they want. And then why is this so interesting? Because every new year there will be more cartoon coming in. Especially nowadays, there's so much more cartoon design from Japan, from the east side, the west side. So a lot of different new cartoon. Even in Malaysia, like Upin Ipin, very popular. So this one also will up to date. Every new year there will be new cartoon coming in for them to paint.
How about this?
Yeah, this is the smaller one, but this one is there's no hole. But I think for more adult they prefer the small one, because you can easily put anywhere you want.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Okay, next, how do your art class support children's creativity is emotional development?
Okay, so this is very interesting for art side, because art is not just about painting and drawing. It is also about solution. How do you, for example, you paint something wrong, and then how do you quickly come up with a solution to undo what you did wrong? So I would say it is also a creative way to how would you want to approach to solve these issues. So I think art is is also a creative way to solve a problem. For example, another example, if let's say some kids they doodle on a wall, it's already very ugly, right? So if you want to make solution to it, other than you overpaint the whole painting, or you come up with a design on top of the doodle, the kids that doodle, and then come up with something creative. It also can be used on recyclable stuff like the tires. Yes, then they can use it as a flower pots or something like that. So it sort of relate to those.
Okay, I see. That's very interesting creativity. Next, can you describe how you operate this class on a daily basis?
Okay, so so for this one, our art class, before we start, we will break down the timetable. So we alert the student and the parents what time they should join. So that's the first steps. And then the second step is we have to be prepared, like all sort of the materials, and then maybe something it could go wrong, then we need to come up the solution before that already. So once we have that, and then the third steps is operate the class. So the student come in, and then the teacher start the class.
Thank you. And next, what are the main challenges in running a children focused art class?
I think there's a lot of depends on the students, I would say, because for younger kids, the hardest challenge for us is that they are very too energetic, then they would love to not sit very tight. I think that's the one will be the hardest challenge for us. But because every part is very challenging for me. As a, I would say, lone wolf, solo entrepreneur myself, because I start up as just a normal artist that do art for work. And then slowly I have to develop myself a skill set of making sales, making marketing, making promotional item, and then have to communicate with the clients. I think all these are very challenging things. So there is no hardest one, I would say. All of them are hard. The hardest thing I would say is to keep it consistent. Keep doing it even though you are quite new to it, and then sometimes you might get to the wrong direction. I think the hardest part is to keep it consistent on what you like to do, and then keep on doing it.
Okay, the last question. How do you promote your art class to parents and the community?
Okay, so this one is quite simple for me. I will just post it in the Facebook community. For this era, I think everyone they be using Facebook, Instagram. The Chinese version is Xiaohongshu or TikTok. So make use of those free apps. By the way, it's a free server. Not just myself. I think a lot of different type of business they make use of it.
Thank you, Mr. That brings us to end of the interview. I would like to sincerely thank you for your time, your kindness, and for sharing your value experience with me. Your answers have given me a lot of insight and inspiration for my assignment. I truly appreciate your support, and I wish your art class continues to grow and inspire many more children. Thank you once again, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you,
Mr.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you.